Hey guys, so right now I'm making a quick box, just another feature for park in the backyard. So yeah. So you're gonna start by laying down your 2x6s, the exact distance that you want the box to be. So the 2x6s are 8 feet, and then I want the box to be 12 inches wide. So in my case, I'm laying them an inch apart from each other. You're going to want to make sure that this length apart, the 1 inch, is equal the whole way down. It's got to be exact. Next, you're going to want to cut 3 12-inch sections of 2x4. So here you can see I put the 12-inch 2x4 sections right under the main 2x6 beams, and I'm just drilling those in. Those water jugs are just to keep the 2x6s down in place. So I decided to add one more support in the middle, just to make it a little more stable. Yeah, it's a good option. So I just need to get the plastic on, add supports to increase the height, but again, I might put it on like cinder blocks or crates or something. But yeah, other than that, so looking pretty good so far. So I did decide I'm gonna add some bottom supports. Right now I have 4. I'm hoping that's strong enough. I might add some in the middle. They have 1 screw in, so I've got to screw them in. They're kind of just standing there now, so yeah, that's what's next. So here I'm just screwing all the supports in. You want to make sure they're really screwed in well, and all angles are exactly 90 degrees. That's really important to keep everything stable. Alright, so that's just about it for those supports. I think I might add one more beam going along the bottom, like under both vertical supports, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to add a beam under there. That'll give it some extra height and also keep them in place, make it more sturdy. It's pretty sturdy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What's nice about building boxes too is that once you're done, if you decide you don't like skiing or snowboarding anymore, you've got pretty much a glorified bench. So if you ever need a bench or anything, just use your little ski box. That's kind of it. Okay, so for the last step, I'm just putting on some high density plastic. I'm not using metal because I don't know where to get any. I got 4 of these sheets on Amazon. Honestly, they are not the best because most of them aren't completely square and don't have perfect right angles, and they are also all slightly different thickness. So I think I'm gonna have to like sand it down once I get it all on to make sure it's all evenly attached. But yeah, basically it's the last step. I think they'll slide pretty well, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna attach those now. So to hold the sheets down, I'm using some clamps that my brother got me. For now, I'm just gonna try and attach these using normal screws. Obviously, the actual head of the screw is gonna have to go lower than the plastic, so I might have to countersink it a little. Obviously, you're gonna want pilot holes for this. All right, and then definitely gonna want to countersink it. Just gonna drill like a real shallow little indent here. That looks pretty good. Seems alright. So I did a lot better of a job on this side. Again, I just drilled a pilot hole and then drilled a slightly bigger hole just for the screw to fit into. And that kicked up a little bit of plastic around the edges, so I just sanded it down. And now it's all flush and nice. So I think that's what I'm gonna do the whole way around for all these boards too. And see you guys when I'm done. So this part probably took the longest out of the whole process, just because I wanted to make sure everything was perfectly straight and flush with one another. It's also really hard to countersink everything. It just takes a while. So make sure you're really careful with this part. Alright, so that's just about the finished product. Again, I think I might add some supports to the bottom just to keep it a little bit more sturdy, maybe give it a bit more height. But other than that, it's looking really good. Alright, hi. So next step is to sand it or resurface it. A lot of the plastics you won't have to, but mine was really rough. So I'm gonna sand it down, get it nice and smooth, and it makes it easier to slide. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna hit it with a coat of 120 grit, then 400, then 1000. Another thing worth mentioning is that you want to make sure that the whole thing's sanded equally. So you could do that by counting the number of strokes in each section. For me personally, I timed myself and did a certain amount of sanding on each panel within 1 minute. In total, it took me, I think I spent about 45 minutes sanding. So it's like really important that you get it smooth, and hopefully you can find one that's already smooth, because this was not fun. Alright, so I got some more 2x4s. I'm going to put one running under the length of each leg. So I needed two 75-inch pieces, so that's what I cut. But depending on how far apart your legs are, it might be different for you. Alright, so that is a finished box. I think it's done. It's tall enough, it's sturdy. Only thing I have left to do is test it out, which unfortunately I have to wait till winter to do. But yeah, that's pretty much how you make a box. Thanks for watching.